My grandfather taught me one thing in life. If one of your friends get famous, grab a hold of them coattails and you ride that horse until it's dead. And guess what, guys? One of our friends got famous. If you've been watching Channel 4, you'll find out the best of British pubs, who supplied us with all these cool videos. Best of British pubs down in Orlando, Florida. If you do not know them, they are the best of British pubs in Orlando, Florida. I hope there's a commercial for this, that it's like, all the little children love poor lick. So I got another phone call from Martin down at Best of British Pubs in Orlando, Florida. And I was talking to Martin yesterday, and I was telling him that my mother-in-law came to visit, and he was so excited. He said, "Are you planning on bringing her to the UK?" And I said, "No, Martin, I've seen what happened during the Blitz. Them people's been through enough." So Martin from Best of British Pubs called me the other day, and I'm pretty sure he called my mother-in-law a tart, but he keeps insisting that he asked if she has ever tried Mr. Kipling's tarts, are now on a little show called Escape to Florida. Now, do you want to hear the sad part about that? Do you want to hear the sad part? I'm Rich Trippin.
I'm Tiffany.
That's not the sad part. These are Patreons that help a channel like this proceed in life. That's also not the sad part. The sad part about it is we're Americans. We don't get Channel 4.
Nope.
We don't get it. We don't get to watch it. So Martin calls and he's like, "Did you see us?" I said, "No, Martin, I'm American." And he's like, "Oh." And then a few days later, he calls up and he says, "Hey, got something for you." Sends us a text message. Now, this is about a week after, right now, this is a week after they have released the first episode. So we have not seen it yet, and we decided we are going to watch it with you guys so you guys can see why we love Best of British Pubs so much. And the creator of this video is Best of British Pubs, because all the other pubs are shit. I don't have to do a commercial during this side for Best of British Pubs because they're going to do all the talking for me. And we're going to learn a little something about our friends. Did you see Martin on, what was it, GBM?
Mm-hmm.
Check this out.
Owner of the Best British Pub in Davenport, Florida. Martin joins me now. Martin, hello. Thank you for joining us. Why are, aside from the weather, the great fruit, the sea, the ocean, probably lower taxes, why are so many people moving to Florida from Britain?
All right, guys. Let's hop in because these guys are crazy.
Yeah, this should be really exciting.
These guys are absolutely crazy. We cannot get to the headphones fast enough. So we're going to get this started. I love you. Let's start. Oh, like, subscribe, hype the video, send it to a friend and say these Americans are really crazy and cool. And I can't wait to be like them when I get older.
Yeah.
Escape to Florida. Near Orlando in Central Florida, with its theme parks and million British visitors a year, is the city of Claremont. Home to Martin and Bev, who moved here 6 years ago.
I owned a car dealership in Manchester, which I've had for nearly 20 years. I got approached by someone who wanted to buy the company. Timing felt right. We already had a home here. We'd always loved coming to Florida. We got married here in 1998. It just ticks a lot of boxes.
Recently, Martin and Bev took the biggest risk of their lives and bought a pub.
Welcome to the Best of British Pub. We've tried to create a cosy, traditional British pub in here. We want you to feel as if you could be in Manchester, London, Belfast, anywhere. It's been a tough process, it's been expensive, but I think we've done the right thing, and I think we've moved into a proper pub now.
Their aim is to create a place that feels like a slice of home in Florida.
We've got to stay.
I'll say this, like, so when I first met Martin, they was not in this pub. And he was so excited that he got this pub. He texted me and he's like, "Check this out." He told me, like, when we first met, he's like, because it was just like in this little shopping center. Mm-hmm. And it was just this little, it was cozy, but it did not look like a pub. And when he got this, he sent me a text message. He's like, "Check this out." And it was so cool. He was so hyped up. The whole group was hyped up. But we'll talk about it more later. Those, see that? That's the shirts we're wearing.
Yeah, we got those.
Which we'll do live music on each week, karaoke, getting involved in the pub. was to make it my little sanctuary almost. When we used to come on holiday, we never used to go to an English pub. We'd never do that, would we?
No.
You know, we came here to live the American lifestyle, but when you are here, you do miss home. And then a big part of what we do is football. Over here, the games are on in the morning because of the time difference. So Saturday mornings, Sunday mornings, really busy with the games out here.
Today, Martin and Bev will get to see how well the pub will be received.
It's the official opening. It's a big throw of the dice for us, this. It's a gamble that we're willing to take, and we think we can pull it off.
Martin and Bev have never run a pub before, so they've divided up the challenge between them.
So I tried to run the business. I tried to get involved in everything. I like being in the kitchen. A bit too much for some people. And I think that sets a good example. I've always tried to do that, even when I had car sales.
Most of my stuff's behind the scenes, so doing the books, which is kind of stressful because you can see when it's going great. You can also see when it's not going great.
Luckily for Martin and Bev, they have a strong staff to help them make the pub a huge success.
Let me introduce you to Anne. Anne runs this place.
I manage him.
And she manages me.
And when she's not managing Martin, she has to keep tabs on another chap on the team.
I'm Jimmy, Anne's husband. I'm the general dog.
I don't know if Anne likes me or hates me, but I just randomly just start. Anne's one of the sweetest people on the planet, right? She is so nice. And what I mean by that is every time I'm in there, I come up with some BS British conversation that I know that she has no care for, because not that she doesn't care about the UK. It's just such a touristy type conversation. You know, I can't come up to her and say, oh, where'd you go to school? How was primary school? Or paying taxes or anything like that. So I'm walking up to her and I'm like, I stayed in Lumley Castle, you know, and she either worked in Lumley Castle or something like that. But she is so sweet that she just puts up with my dumb conversations.
Yeah, she probably hates you.
Yeah. And Jimmy's cool too, because he's like exactly what you'd expect out of like a pub guy.
Yeah.
Like he looks like he'll just give you a stupid eye. Like I'm not. We'll get it. We'll go later.
Buddy, I get just told what to do, what time to do it, and where to do it. That's my job. I'm putting a sign up for him now because he is about as much use as a chocolate fire guard.
Anne can cook. She's behind the bar, she's serving, she's
Swearing
a
at
nut
me.
job. She really is, she's amazing. Jimmy loves all that, he'll serve, but he loves his background in the building trade.
Yeah.
So if something goes wrong, he loves
That's
it.
where Jimmy dives in. No, they're really good people. They're extremely hard-working people, Jimmy and Anne.
Martin and Bev will need Jimmy and Anne's help to get the pub ready for tonight's official opening at 6.
I love the little things they have for us.
In Claremont, owner Martin and wife Bev have only 4 hours until the official opening of their British-themed pub. They need it to be a success.
We retired, I was done, I was 44. I had enough money to live the rest of my life. And we came here thinking, well, and COVID hit, and it just went. 20 years of hard work, wasn't it? But, yeah, so, took its toll. Yeah, it took its toll.
Martin has enlisted Jimmy, a handyman, to help with a publicity stunt to get the customers in.
So it's 25 feet by 25 feet, and we're allowed to go 150 feet in the air. So we'll be able to see it from the 192.
Martin wants to be certain that nobody misses the location of his new pub.
So I ordered this balloon online, took a little bit of a chance. It's a big balloon. This seemed like a good idea about 6 weeks ago when I was at home on a Sunday evening, and I thought, let's get a hot air balloon. I'm starting to realise now that's not a great idea.
The good thing is that Martin isn't in.
So I'm not going to keep going because we do this whole thing, and I just want to watch along. But we was not a part of this because while they was filming all this is when Tiffany broke her leg.
Yeah.
So we was not a part of this. We did not get to be at the grand opening or any of that because we was dealing with this. So that gives you kind of a timeline of when all this was filmed. We was supposed to be. Martin invited us. We just couldn't
make it.
An amateur when it comes to advertising.
Back in the UK, I had a car dealership, used to deal with a lot of high-profile clients, footballers, etc. So I was kind of always used to trying to make an impression, an instant impression with various advertising things. So that's where this idea came from. I'm conscious that we have to try things a little bit out of the ordinary.
It's gonna take a lot of pumping up to get this campaign off the ground, though.
Here we go, now we're cooking. Here we go. Here we go, the big one.
With Martin's brilliant idea and Jimmy's practical skills, they're soon up and running.
Oh, here we go. Look how quickly it's going in, that. Right, I'm gonna have to be conscious of keeping hold of this. Pulling it. It's not gonna fly, mate. My plan was to really establish ourselves, get us known, get the word out there. We're in an area for catchment for Disney World International Drive and the 192, where the Brits tend to stay in the hotels in them areas. We're on the junction of two really busy roads, and I thought if I put a hot air balloon up, I want that to be a landmark for the whole area.
I would have never thought of anything stupid like this. That's why we have him. It's a good idea. See already people stopping, looking.
I don't think we realise the enormity of it until it's actually up. Did you think when you moved to Florida, Jimmy,
that I'd be blowing a balloon up? Yeah, no.
Came here for the good life, didn't we?
Inflating a balloon in the Florida sun is thirsty work. Luckily, they have a pub on the doorstep, and Anne has popped out to provide refreshments.
Thank you, darling. If you could just stand there for a couple of hours, we'll build that.
With precious time ticking away till the opening, how much longer does this balloon have until it's fully inflated?
That's about blown up now. That's it.
You can't overinflate it either. Yeah, that's it now, isn't it? Is that lifted off the ground now, though?
No, leave that.
With the balloon up, it's only now that Martin decides where he wants to place it.
We want it kind of in that prominent spot over there near the road, don't we? Or do we put it in front of our sign?
How are we going to get across there now?
Walk.
It's not a dog, it's a bloody balloon.
Should we take it over here?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah. There, that's got him.
It's probably only 100 degrees.
Good job, lads. The balloon is inflated and in the perfect spot to pull new punters into the pub.
Good job, buddy.
Well done.
So it took a bit of a while. The balloon is now up. It's one thing I wanted to get up for the visibility off this busy main road. A little bit tricky, but I'm happy we got there. That's job number, I think, 2017 of 3,000 today. So on to the next one. We're going to get ready for the opening tonight.
And that opening is looming ever closer. So Martin needs to get a wiggle on. "20 miles away, it's 6 o'clock, the official opening time of Martin and Bev's new pub.
Let's get everyone outside.
And Martin's guest of honour has arrived.
And the unicorn's here.
Oh, it's the unicorn. Hey, the unicorn's here.
What?
We've actually got a unicorn arriving. A real, live unicorn.
No, it's a pony in a hat, surely.
If you've never seen a real unicorn, you're in for a surprise.
Man, they did such a
But
good
that's
job.
not going to
Yeah,
stop
they did.
Anne.
Look at it.
And to declare the best of British pub open, what could be more appropriate than a knight in shining armour?
So I'm thinking to cut the ribbon, why don't we ask Sir William,
English knife.
English Knight of the Realm?
Let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. Let's go.
Even if he's actually American.
He hasn't got his sword.
Sorry, I don't have my sword, only my sharp wit.
He's missing the accent.
darling, how are you?
Yeah.
I'm going to be really embarrassed if I try and break this ribbon and it doesn't break.
Okay, guys.
Templar.
Thank you to each and every one of you for coming out tonight. This is a big day for us. It's took a lot of hard work to get here. We really hope you like what we've done to the place. Thank you so much for your support. We really appreciate it. And I'm going to ask Sir William to come and cut the ribbon with his...
My DX caliber.
And let's get this place open.
We ready? Is everyone ready?
Here we go. Thank you, guys.
The unicorn's killing him.
Yeah.
The unicorn's killing him.
That's good, huh? Thank you so much.
The pub is officially open and now it can start bringing in those much needed dollars.
just a proper Brit.
And it feels like a pub. When you walked in, it felt like home.
I don't know that it's necessarily that it's British that drew us in, but from the moment we walked in, it was like they made us part of their family.
Nice to get a little bit of home here in Florida. I've been here for 23 years, and it's nice to get this British feel for a bar, which you don't usually get in Florida.
The punters are happy and enjoying the pub. It must be music to Martin's ears.
It's been brilliant, and most of it's gone right. The balloon went up, kind of makes you a little bit emotional, and it's kind of heartwarming as to the response we've got.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the most magical places on earth, they tell us.
Yeah.
And it is. This is an amazing place to be. We're lucky to live here, and for us to give people a little taste of home makes us so happy. That's what it's all about.
I'm assuming that's the first episode. We have the clips. We're not in the first episode. I apologize. That seemed like the end of the first episode. We have the whole kind of season here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to watch more if you guys want us to. But the one thing that I want to say about these guys, they are zany. They are off the wall, and they're so much fun to be around. In any free time that we get, extra Sundays, we try to be at Best of British Pubs. But we cannot be there all the time, and I wish we was. Because
Yeah, me too.
we have kids, right? And I want to share a couple of things that doesn't say that we know. Because first and foremost, we are doing this. This is partly a job. Hopefully you get the idea from these people. When I'm making up those random things, it's Martin saying that they're on board with it. They love that type of banter. He loves that. I say he loves. He don't mind it. I don't know if he loves it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he watches it and he's obsessed with it. He might be. I don't know. They do. I do know for a fact. That they are obsessed that I came up with Best of British Pubs, because all the other pubs are shit.
Yeah.
So that's going to be continuing. But you see what they do there, and some of the things that you don't see. And I don't want to. We're not. We don't walk through the door and we're like, Richard and Tiffany's here. It's not like that. But this is what I do know about these people. What you're seeing about Martin right there, he loves that pub. What you see Ann and Jimmy, Ann is very passionate about those recipes.
Yeah, she is.
And when we started doing these videos talking about Best of British Pubs, people was like, well, it's not authentic. It's not this and it's not that. But Ann uses so many of those recipes that you see on that menu as Ann's recipes. These are her mother's, her grandmother's that you're eating. And no, not the pork's not going to be British, or the things but these people are doing the best they possibly can to bring the UK here. And when you walk in there, you walk into trivia night.
Yeah.
You walk into just these, they have karaoke night. And you can see that these expats all around Orlando and now all around Florida are making a trip to Best of British Pubs. And I'd like to think that there's certain people who go across, maybe somebody watching this video right now, we've had people say that when they come to Florida, they're planning a trip to Florida, they want to go to Best of British Pubs.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hoping that this really shines a light on the people that we've had the privilege and the honor to work with, because they are great people.
They are.
And I've said it 20 times in the video. I'm so proud of them.
Me too.
I'm extremely proud of them. I'm so happy. And that's just me. Like, go check their backsides when you go to Best of British Pubs, because you're going to see my hands being dragged all the way up to where they're at. Join their Instagram and see the stuff that they do. Just type in Best of British Pubs and join it. And you'll see that this is not an act. This is not something for TV. This is just how these guys are. And
yeah,
they're just
great.
Really fun. And yeah, I could talk all night. If you guys want us to watch more episodes with them, let us know down below. Or if we could even maybe do live one time and do a watch along with you guys. We can just talk about it. And maybe I'll slip up and say something I shouldn't say. And me and Martin and will never talk to each other again. But I will say this one last thing, right? When we was supposed to, it wasn't that deep. As you can see, there was crowds there, and it was probably building crowds and stuff. But they would say, you know, you guys want to be a part of that. And I told Martin, so Martin, like, we're dealing with Tiffany right now.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay. About a week later, we get a box this big to our door of just nothing but British snacks.
Yeah.
No strings attached, nothing. Just for us to have.
No, we love them. They're amazing people. They're so fun to be around. They're so kind, and they are very hardworking.
Yeah.
They do their best.
But I'm Rich Trippin.
I'm Tiffany.
And our friends are famous.
Yes.